So welcome to our joyful slow flow class. So we're going to be focused on the theme of joy. In terms of equipment, you probably don't need any equipment for this class, but if you'd have a yoga brick or block or a cushion, you might want to just have them handy just in case you want to use it, but you probably can get away with nothing today. We're going to unusually start standing today. So when you're ready, making your way over to your mat, and just allowing yourself to come to Tadasana, mountain pose. So bringing the feet shoulder distance apart, taking a little moment perhaps to lift the toes up and spread them out on the mat. Add a tiny little bend to the knees. And then start to press the feet into the earth. Feel this elongation from the base of the spine up to the very crown of the head. A little tuck of the tummy in to help you get a nice straight spine. And then let's take a couple of shoulder rolls just to start to ease into that area, and then allow the palms just to spiral open. So you start to feel this sense of opening into the heart. Starting to gently close through the eyes, feeling the connection between your feet and the floor. And gently starting to bring a little smile to your lips. And it's amazing, just adding that little smile into your practice can hopefully already start to help add a little positivity to your morning. Starting to elongate the breath and perhaps bringing the left hand to the heart, right hand to the belly. So feeling perhaps the sense of connection between your fingertips and the belly to encourage the breath down into the depths of the belly. So what we're looking to do is move into some belly breathing, really thinking about the belly rising on the inhale and then floating back down towards the spine on the exhale. Just a couple more breaths, seeing if you can make your in-breath a little bit deeper. And then taking that out breath really to the end of the breath. So you're making the breath nice and deep and nice and slow. Beautiful. And then when you're ready, starting to bring your attention into your heart space. So using that connection with the other hand, if you went for this option, with the hand in the heart, the center of the chest, that heart space area. And just starting to feel perhaps a sense of connection, maybe a sense of warmth, the touch of the fingertips in this area. And allowing your mind just to travel down and connect into this space. And your heart space is very much associated with joy, and it's said to be where kind of joy originates from. So just feeling perhaps a sense of warmth, maybe a sense of light into this space. And we're going to be exploring the theme of joy in our practice, but wanted to kind of talk to you a little bit about the fact that joy is really a choice. You know, we often think about joy as being big, momentous occasions, perhaps festivities or certain seasonal things, but actually we can choose to find joy in the everyday. Today, I want you to choose joy. And I have one of my members sent me a little screenshot of I guess it's kind of a reading about joy. So I thought I'd share that with you today. So just, again, keeping those eyes closed and just connecting with that heart space, just have a little listen. Embrace joy with every fiber of your being. Life won't suddenly become a smooth, easy ride. It's a complex journey full of twists and turns. So why wait for perfect conditions? Find happiness in this very moment, messy and imperfect as it may be. Time is fleeting, and each day that passes is one you can't reclaim. Learn to dance in the rain, to laugh in the face of challenges, to find beauty in the chaos. Your joy is a choice, a rebellion against life's hardships. Make that choice now, loudly and boldly, arms wide open to embrace whatever comes your way. Because at the end of the day, it's not about waiting for the storm to pass, but about learning to live fully and joyfully, even when you're in the eye of it. I thought that was really beautiful. It's taken from Etheric Echoes, if you want to have a little look. So just repeating to yourself the mantra, I choose joy. Just say it a couple of times in your head. I choose joy. Beautiful. And gently, when you're ready, we're going to blink those eyes open, bring ourselves back into the room, and bring both hands to your heart space in a little lovely prayer position. We're going to work through our circle of joy. So one of my favorite little sequences with the arms. We'll go movement first and then bring in the breath. So when you're ready, you're going to interlace the hands, bring the elbows up, feeling a sense of stretch up. So keeping those shoulder blades down, elbows up, lovely. And then when you're ready, we're going to keep those hands interlaced. We press them forward out in front. We bring the chin towards the chest. We start to feel a stretch and opening through the back and into the shoulders. So feeling that lovely upper back opening. When you're ready, we're going to flip the palm up, bring it up and overhead. Pausing here, feeling that lovely upward stretch. And then gently bringing the hands round to the side, avoiding the Christmas tree on my side. You're going to bring the hands into an interlace behind, press down and away so you feel this sense of opening through the front of your chest. Pause here. Connect that heart space, allow it to shine forward. And then releasing the hands off, bringing them back to center, back to your heart center. So just taking an in breath here and an out breath here. And when you're ready, we're going to start bringing breath and movement in. So interlace the hands, bring those elbows up, breathe in. When you exhale, press the hands away, chin to chest. Lovely sense of opening down the back. Take an in breath, flip palm up, bring the arms overhead. Exhale, bring the hands down and around, find that interlace. Inhale to press down and away, feel that sense of opening into the chest. And then exhale, bring hands to heart center. Take a breath here, inhale. Exhale, I'm going to do that one more time, breath and movement together. Inhale, elbows up. Exhale, press away. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, hands down and around. Inhale, open through the chest. Exhale to heart center. And just again, feeling this connection back at that heart center. Lovely. And then just adding a slight little bend to the knees here. And perhaps you want to drop the hands down, maybe have them on the legs. I find that works quite well. We're going to work through our cat-cows in a standing variation. So rolling yourself forward, feeling the arch through the back and tucking the belly in towards the spine. As you feel that tailbone tuck under, feel this sense of opening through the back. And then changing direction. See if you can tilt that, tilt your back, so tilt that pelvis, belly towards the front, bringing the shoulder blades together, and you can bring the hands perhaps a little bit further back. And again, feel that opening through the heart space. So just starting to roll through in your own time. Take an exhale into that cat. Inhale into your cow. Doesn't matter what it looks like. It's really just about how it feels in your body. So just enjoy the movement. You can go as fast or slow. That feels good. Beautiful. One last round. And then gently bringing yourself back up to your standing position. I'm going to bring the feet a little bit wider. So maybe hip distance, perhaps slightly even wider than your hips. And then we're going to go and do a little breath of joy. So this again is one of my favorite, very energizing practices. It's really nice to do in the morning to wake yourself up. just to add a bit of positivity and joy into your day. So I'll just demonstrate it for you, and then we'll do it together, or you can just start to join in if you're already familiar. But effectively what we do is we breathe in 3 times, so with the arms, and then we exhale out through, so we're breathing in through the nose, and then we exhale out through the mouth. So it's like you're conducting an orchestra. So breathe in, breathe in, breathe in, and breathe out through the mouth. It's a big sigh out. So in, out. I've just knocked a bauble off my tree. I'm expecting more to follow. Out. In, out. Just a couple more times. You can have a bend to the legs when you're folding over, just to take that pressure off the lower back. Couple more times. Just enjoy this movement, the joy of what your body can do for you. One more. And bringing yourself up. Beautiful. Now crossing left foot over right. You're going to gently bring the arms out to shoulder distance apart. Feel the sense of stretch and opening, and again, connect with that heart space. We're going to twist towards the left, feeling a sense of, so twisting from the middle back. And again, just enjoying that twist in the body. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, twist across to the opposite side. Inhale, center. Let's do this a couple of times. So just enjoying that twist from the middle of the back. See if we can keep that wingspan nice and wide. Beautiful. Coming back to center, bring the hands overhead. You can either have them apart or perhaps having them in prayer position. We're going to gently lean across towards the right-hand side. Inhale to center. Exhale towards the right. Noticing how it feels on the side of the body. Inhale up. Exhale over. Just a couple more times. Bringing those arms back up. Exhale down and around. And then gently crossing the legs in the opposite direction. So we're bringing right over left. Arms up and out to the side. Let's start to go through those twists. Exhale to one side. Inhale back to center. Exhale to the other side. So see if you can keep those arms as wide as possible. Open out that heart to the world. Bring a little smile to your face, perhaps. Beautiful. Coming back to center, bring hands overhead and starting to work into those side bends. So exhale to one side, inhale to center, exhale forward. Beautiful. Exhale, bring hands to heart center. Let's bring the feet back so they're nice and even, and just taking a little moment to bring the hands behind into the small of the back. Just feel a little opening through the chest. See if you can bring those elbows together, perhaps a little back bend to start to gaze up towards the sky. Up to you. Otherwise keep the gaze nice and in line. Just work with the opening into the chest. Lovely. Releasing those hands off, we're going to gently come through a couple of sun salutations, building in our circle of joy. So stepping up to the very top of your mat. Inhale the arms up. Exhale through the midline. Keep a bend to the knees if that feels comfortable. Inhale, halfway lift. Press through the heels. Feel that sense of stretch down the back of the hamstrings. And then gently bending through the knees. Bring the fingertips to the floor. Step the left foot back. Lower the knee down. Come to your low lunge. Really nice. Bring the hands to heart center. Engage through the core here and check that your feet and your foot and your knee are hip distance apart-ish. Gives you nice stability. See if you can tuck the tailbone under so you feel the sense of stretch down the front of that left leg. And then we're going to go through our circle of joy here. So inhale, elbows up. Exhale, press away. Inhale, raise the arms up. Exhale, Bring the hands behind. Inhale, press down and away. Feel that opening. Exhale to heart center. Well done. Bringing the hands either side of that front foot. You're going to curl the back toes under and step the front foot to meet the back. Downward facing dog. Take a moment perhaps to pedal through the legs. Really thinking about pressing that bum up and back. So it's not about how straight or bent those legs are. It's really about seeing if we can get a nice stretch through that spine. Lovely stuff. One more breath here. And then when you're ready, you're going to gently roll yourself forward, adjust as you need. You can always bring those knees down and come into your half plank if that feels more comfortable. Wherever you are, you're going to engage through the core. Think about engaging through those bum cheeks and also the tops of the thighs. One more breath. Exhale, bring the knees down. See if you can keep the elbows sucking in as you lower yourself down to the floor. Inhale, shine that heart forward as you press the tops of the feet into the earth. One more breath. When you're ready, pressing those hands up and back. Option to have a little flow through your child's pose or come straight back up to your downward facing dog. We pause for a couple of breaths. Come and join us in downward facing dog if you took that child's pose. And then you have options of how you want to get up to the top of the mat. You can either walk up, so have a little shuffle, step up, or maybe you want to jump. If you're going to jump with me, bending through the knees strongly, gazing between the fingertips, and then propelling yourself up. Don't worry if you have a little balance thing going on. It's part of the joy, part of the fun. Releasing down into a forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, release. Inhale, scoop those arms up. Exhale to heart center. Beautiful. Let's just take a little breath of joy in between sides. Inhale, elbows up. Exhale, chin to chest. Inhale, arms above. Exhale, hands round. Inhale, press away. Exhale, heart center. Beautiful. When you're ready, we're going to go through that sun salutation on the opposite side. Inhaling the arms up and around. Exhale through the midline, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. And then we're going to bring those fingertips down, step back with the right foot this time. Lower that knee down towards the floor. Hands come to heart center here. Taking that circle of joy on this side as you tuck that tailbone under, perhaps engaging through that right bum cheek to feel the stretch down the front of that right thigh. So inhale, bring those elbows nice and up. Exhale away. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, down and around. Inhale to press away. Exhale, heart center. Take a resting breath. And then bringing the hands either side of that front foot. We're stepping up and back to find our downward facing dog. Again, option to have a little pedal of the legs, or perhaps just to pause this time, maybe nodding and shaking the head just to release any tension in the neck and shoulders. Beautiful. On your next in-breath, gently rolling yourself forward. See if you can keep those wrists underneath shoulders as you find your plank, perhaps coming to find that half plank position if that feels more comfortable for you. So with this, wherever we are, we want to keep a nice flat, straight line. Do use that core, use the bum muscles to help you do that. One more breath wherever you are. If you're in your high plank now, lowering the knees down to the earth. And then gently we'll all keep our elbows sucking in as we lower ourselves down to the earth. Inhale, shine the heart forward, press the tops of feet into the earth. Pause for a breath in that cobra. Option to come a little bit higher, keep that hip bone on the floor, elbows sucking in. Beautiful. Press the hands up and back. Option to float through that child's pose or come straight up to your downward facing dog. Beautiful. Taking a moment wherever you are, just to resettle. And then coming back up to that downward facing dog. And then we have choices. We can walk, step or jump back up to the top of the mat. So taking your time and choosing what feels good for you and your body today. Inhale, halfway lift once you're there. Exhale, release. Inhale, float those arms up and around. Exhale to heart center. Beautiful. And just taking a little moment to reconnect to that heart center, perhaps keeping the hands just at prayer position, if that feels good for you. Come back to your breath, allow yourself to settle. And then when you're ready, we're going to inhale, bring the hands up once more. Keep them a little bit away, so not rather than fingertips pressed together, let's keep them out to the sides a little bit, so a bit wider than shoulders. And then we're going to gently, so again, keeping the feet nice and close together if we can to start with. So you can either have them flush together or shoulder distance apart maximum. Gently bend over towards the right-hand side. So feel a sense of opening and stretch into the side of the body. Beautiful. When you're ready, you're going to press your weight into your right foot and bring the left foot up and out to the side. So coming into a little fun balance, just have a little play. Yes, really good. And don't worry if you're having a little wobble, it's all part of the fun. When you're ready, you're going to step out to the side, big step out, come into your star pose. Feel that sense of expansion through the heart. Inhale to raise up. Exhale, we're going to forward fold. Keep those toes either parallel to the mat or bring them a little bit inwards and the heels out. Wide-legged forward fold. And this is where you might want your brick or block. You can just use the fingertips on the floor. So if you don't have anything handy, please don't worry. But if you want to, place that cushion, brick or block in the front. Press the right hand into the floor. Inhale, the left arm up and out to the side. So again, we're twisting from the middle of the back. Keep the hips facing towards the front. Gazing perhaps up to those left fingertips. Pause for a breath. Exhale the hands down to center. Plant that left hand down. Inhale, right arm up. Again, feel this sense of opening into that heart space, this lovely, beautiful, long wingspan. Twist from the middle back. Exhale back to center. Allow yourself to fully forward fold. And let's inhale, halfway lift. So find that flat back position. Bring the hands to the hips. I'm going to roll ourselves or hinge ourselves up, whatever feels better for you. Bring the feet back to center. Come and find that mountain pose, either flush together or feet shoulder distance apart. Let's do the same thing on the opposite side. Inhale the arms up so they're nice and wider than shoulders, but not out to the side. Excellent. Exhale, let's come over now towards the left. Again, feel this sense of opening into the right-hand side of the body. Pause here. And then bringing the weight into the left foot. Going to bring that right foot up and out to the side. You might find that one side is easier than the other. So don't worry if it is. Engage the core. Perhaps find a little spot to stare at so you play with your balance on this side. One more breath wherever you are. And then enjoy a big step out. Have fun with it. Bring those arms nice and wide. Connect and shine that heart space forward. One more breath. Inhale, grow taller. Exhale, forward fold. Adjust the feet so they're either toes parallel or slightly inwards. Enjoy your forward fold for a moment, allowing the face to soften. And then gently option to bring that brick or block or cushion back in, or just use fingertips to the floor. Bringing right hand to the floor. Inhale, that left arm up and up, out to the side. Finding that middle back point and keeping those hips. So imagine you've got headlights coming from your ball and socket joints in your hips. They're pointing forward. So we're trying to keep the hips facing towards the front, even if that means we don't go round as far. One more breath. Exhale, bring that hand down. Bring right arm up. Again, twist from the middle of the back. Keep those hips facing towards the front. Beautiful. Bring the hand back down to center and gently heel toe the feet in, coming down into a little yogi squat. Option to keep the fingertips on the earth, perhaps bring the hands back to heart center and connect there. Option to bring the elbows into the inner thighs and work with a little hip opener if you like. Pause for a couple of breaths, again bringing attention back to heart center. And then gently popping yourself onto your bum. Come into a comfortable seated position, can be cross-legged or any other position that feels good. Option to sit on a brick, block or cushion if you like. And we'll do our circle of joy one more time. So bringing the hands to heart center. I'm going to let you do it now in your own time without me guiding it through, because we've done it so many times together. Hopefully you're familiar. So we'll go a couple of times. When you're ready, getting started with the breath. An option to take a resting breath in between rounds. So you can always follow me if you get stuck. And do one more final round. Again, in your own time. Maybe closing those eyes down. Bring your attention back to your heart center, closing down the eyes if they're not already. Coming back to your breath. Using your breath to anchor you into the present moment. And bringing a little smile to your lips. Just thinking of 3 things, can be anything that you're grateful for today. Can be the big things in life. For me, things like having a cup of tea this morning, especially when it was wet and windy outside, and seeing all you lot with this lovely joyous practice in the context of the storm has been brilliant. Take a little moment just to bring a smile to the lips and appreciate the present. And then saying to yourself, I choose joy 3 times. When you're ready, bowing your head towards your hands, just to seal your practice, and perhaps seeing if there's anything that you want to take off your mat with you today from this practice. I want to thank you very much for practicing with me. I hope you enjoyed the session and I wish you a wonderful rest of your day.